Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Want to get out of the loop of silent suffering for real this time? Stretch with me.
I stretch to the stars and sing to the wind. I find in full senses my ego is a friend.
Here I am on the beautiful roof in beautiful Italy with the brilliant idea of breaking out of my own loop by getting outside, getting some fresh air, and pushing through the pain of mind, body, spirit in order to grow, because that's what stretching is, expansion into growth. So I am going to walk through a couple of exercises, and maybe you can relate. I know what it's like. Let's go ahead and start by just feeling our body, feeling our feet. Try to feel our feet. And if you might know what it's like to be unable to, if you're standing somewhere at the moment, you can go ahead and do it there. If you need to sit, like in a chair, it's just probably more comfortable than this. Don't let my thinner stature and relative flexibility fool you. I really truly know what it's like, even if you're laying in bed and all you can do, you have to be lay down to do the exercises. That's okay too. I've been there and it really helps, even if you kind of just visualize the direction you want to go. So let's start with like wiggling the toes, wiggling the toes, wiggling the toes. Oh my gosh. The whole point of this is just kind of like the mind, body, spirit alignment, okay, for growth. So if let's go ahead and do like maybe some ankles. Let's start with the ankles, moving up just a little bit. Ooh, can you feel that? Yeah, so let's hold it a little bit, stretching, feeling like grounded in our feet, appreciating our feet that really carry the brunt of our weight. Whew. So maybe you've had some unforeseen setbacks. Maybe you've felt kicked when you were down. Maybe you've learned some hard lessons from not trusting your own judgment. But all the lessons are just, stretching, feeling the ankles. Maybe rotate the ankles a little bit. Again, if you can kind of straighten your spine, even if you have to bend your knees a little bit, that's good too. Like I said, I'm relatively flexible, though I am super out of shape. I haven't even really been walking as much. But that's part of why I'm doing this, because after going through all my cancer and stuff, I've just been really dragging my feet about getting back into shape. And I'm just sick of it. Sick of putting it off. Sick of not being in my own body. Whew. So, anyway, bending those ankles. Simply bending the ankles. Maybe we should now go into the hands a little bit. Let's just feel the hands, wiggle the fingers, hands, this energy center here. I'm going to go ahead and relax like some of the legs, my hamstrings and my back a little bit, because like I said, I've been way out of practice. Whatever feels good for you. It's all about just doing what we can to try to activate. But yeah, so wherever you are in the loop, let's go ahead and stretch out. It's just a matter of taking a few minutes and putting in that concentrated effort. Wherever you're in the loop, if you're literally sick and so you're feeling tired and you have to conserve your energy to actually get better, or if you're just so tired, mentally exhausted, physically, insomniac, whatever, and you know that if you keep going like this, it's going to make you sick and you have to do something. It's like those tests that have not, they've turned you into a pretzel, but they haven't broken your spirit. You know that you need to, let's go ahead and stretch out to the side. This is just I want you to be with me to feel in your own body. I'm not doing any kind of choreographed moves or anything. I just want to have a little chat to go through this exercise, which is my brilliant idea of like testing myself. This is all about testing my own resolve on how I truly want to get into my continuity. So back to the point, you know, wherever you are in this loop, that if you keep going like this, it's not going to end well. And all the tests have proven that you're totally tried and true. You've been tested and been through the fire, and you have been proven tried and true enough to hold out hope for this long. So if nothing's been able to break you, to break your spirit, as contorted as you felt, but now it's like you're realizing if you keep holding out for a break, it feels like you can't catch a break. But if you just keep holding out for a break instead of actually reaching out and being willing to push through the pains, can you just feel that? If you're really truly out of shape, like some of us are, you know, just holding the arms out and feeling the weight of the arms is truly like you can feel the weight, the gravity pulling. You can feel the energy flowing. Let's just take a quick breath into our guts. So when we breathe in, we're going to go ahead and breathe in, and you're going to feel like a balloon blowing up, and you want that energy to go like down like this, and your stomach is going to blow up like a balloon. As the air comes in, the balloon blows up. So we're going to breathe in like, okay, now shake it all out. We're going to breathe in. And out, like the balloon's getting flat. And in. And the balloon's filling. And then when you let it out, and you can feel like all of the stress, it kind of releases. Maybe for me, I even feel a little tension, just that deep breath. I feel like it taps into all the tension that I've been storing up inside. And I can feel it releasing. So now let's go ahead and go back to the hands and maybe move them out like we're going up, like from the feet through, you know, like the roots and up through this is all about creativity, which is a lot in our hands. And then we're going to be going up through the gut, into the heart. Now as we go back out to the hands and feeling that weight, that balance of the sacral, and breathing, and the stomach going in and out, filling up the balloon. Stretch. You can feel it. We don't need to store. This is, like I said, it looks so simple and ridiculous, but really, that's going to be what we're going to find out. Just let's go through this and see where we can actually arrive. So, back to the loop. You know that if you're like just holding on, waiting for a break, eventually, like holding out for the break that isn't coming might be the thing that breaks you or breaks us. So we have to like take it into our body. That will that wants us to succeed and wants us to be less tired, wants us to be activated, wants us. Let it all go, shake it out. If you're standing up, you can really, really shake good. If you're laying down, just kind of stretch, really concentrate on that spine. Now let's go ahead and go up to like the weight of the world, like on our shoulders. Now, if you're anything like me, it really might be, you know, because like I'm not trained, you know, and I don't want to have any kind of like professional liability here. I'm just like a friend, like going through the healing process and I'm your creative sojourner. I'm your Sarah the Sojourner, your creative companion. And the whole purpose of this whole thing is because I know what it's like to be like on the artistic journey. And, you know, in the story of our lives, the hero's story arc, we have the high and the low plot points. And sometimes, you know, we can really use in those low plot points to have like that whisper, the whisper of the guidance, or, you know, or just in this case, a creative companion. Like we can just be here just knowing that there's that spirit there, like that other people that understand what we're going through. So as I was saying about the shoulders and the neck can really hold a lot. You see how I'm like cinching up? It's not relaxed at all. It's very, very tight through here. So we have to be very, 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 very careful. So let's just go ahead and like start by now, like relax the arms and start by letting the neck gently lean forward. Don't push it. just feel the weight of the head. And that's gonna, like, you're gonna feel the spine stretching. Feel the spine just elongating and the weight, and then your chin, like here, into this energy center, kind of clearing out. And then maybe gently just feel like what feels good for you. If you want to put the head gently to the side and then to the other side. I wouldn't recommend, like, I see a lot of kids just going around and around and around, and it's like, yeah, and back in the day I was able to do that kind of thing too, with the dancing with the crazy hair. And see, that's the thing about this, is that fitness isn't about being thin, and it isn't about, it's not about aesthetics. It's really truly, now feel that balance, it just feels a little bit better, like that. It's about, like, realizing that we're not getting any younger, and the direction that which direction do we want to go. We remember, what we envision health to be like when we're young and fancy free and able to, whatever. And, now what's, like, the new norm going to be look like in this, like, the new world of the story arc. So anyway, that I feel like is pretty good for like a first effort. Maybe let's just do a little bit more, going side to side, side to side. Oh my gosh, can you feel it? So it's about connecting the mind, the body, the spirit, having, oh my gosh, can you feel, like, now feel the weight. And let your arms, like the gravity, pull down, grounding with your feet, your whole body, like down into the ground. And then you can feel almost the lightness of the air around you. That's your spirit, like, connected to it, light lifting up. And yeah, so, like, imagining, like, the vision of what we want to see as we slowly, like, gently, let's see if we can tilt our head a little bit from our identity opening up, thinking of new possibilities. Okay, and then now let's go ahead and see if we can stretch all the way up, and we can, if you can, put your neck back. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I've had strict orders to not work on my flabby stomach because of all the hernias, and after the botched mastectomy, I have I have, like, my ribs were a little bit deformed. The reconstruction didn't really work out, so it was a failed reconstruction. So let's see. Oh, see, we can't even, like, theoretically, you should be able to move your arm and just rest it gently on your head. And at this point, because, like I said, I have my ribs have been kind of deformed. I have nerve damage, and also they actually ended up cutting away some muscle that you can't replace. You can rebuild muscle that's, like, from flab, but you can't replace muscle in the same way. So that's, like, something that I'm going to have to get used to. Like, this side is a little bit better. Like, I can just gently lean it over like this. And so, ooh. Okay, now one more time, just, like, straighten out all the way. Maybe we'll try it. I'm going to go ahead. If you can, if you're laying down, stand up. If you're standing up, lay down. I don't know. I'm going to try to elongate all the way out. This is all very, very intuitive. If this seems like it would be something that anyone would like to do, I would be more than happy to take any kind of suggestions. We could go through some basic steps, play with some different ideas. Oh gosh, it just feels so good. And then let's maybe I'll do, like, one standing. Let's go ahead and stand a little bit and see. See if we feel a little bit different. My head's probably cut off in the shot, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. So yeah, the exercise is basically just to put it out there. I'm looking at it from a kind of like a scientific, like the curiosity of kind of the scientific method. It's like, I've observed that, well, I've noticed that, I probably need to get into shape, and I've observed that, there's these benefits that if I do this, and well, what if I got out there and, put my mouth where my mind is, and really embodied. And I'm like, well, what, I'm sure that there's other people that feel like kind of lumpish, and are kind of ashamed to be like, I'm so like, I still have some vitality left. Like, why am I just letting it rot, when I should be out there? But then when it's like, you feel so crickety, and like, how do you go and do the work if you're, feeling like just not yourself, So that's the thing. That's a lot of it, is like getting back to ourselves, and to have the team spirit, to have that, creative companionship in our quest for continuity, so that we can really value what it's like to embody that spirit, that, the artistic play, like the resolute creative and artist, is not for the faint of heart. I'll just say, it's like a real commitment, and there's like ups and downs, and they say like whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But in this case, it's like, my spirit has been bent into a pretzel a million times, but I just cannot be broken. I can be on, looking mortality in the face, and it's just like, there is that hope, and that is my mission, that is my message. Keep the faith, keep in touch with humanity, and I hope to try this again. I'm going to try it again. I hope that other people will enjoy it too. So until next time, stay creative, do your thing, and stay uniquely human.
I stretch to the stars and sing to the wind. I find in full senses my ego